guys doing today? Okay, so first and foremost, I want to say thank you. I'm glad that you guys are all here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, so there may be some things on your side. I'm seeing some things that are hiding. They're hiding, but they are there. So that is definitely something that is good to know. You got stuff on your side. You may be, we got the whale. The cheetah and the hummingbird. And the bear. Okay, the whale, the desire to devolve deeper, profound peace and ancient wisdom. And it says the whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traveling or traversing difficult terrain. As they overcome many challenges in their lives, these experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be the beacon of our darkest hour. When in balance, it's calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, is heavy and slips into old story. And to bring into balance is regular self-care. Okay, the bear. And it says right here, waking from a spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear rises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of the spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes and warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength and yearning to grow. When out of balance is withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. To bring into balance is movement and exercise. Okay. So the cheetah is a solar force to action, movement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine into the cheetah. It shines from inside the great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within the cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are full of fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to why before you start running. When in balance, achieves anything, boundless energy. When out of balance, impatient and competitive. And to bring into balance is connect to purpose. Reconnect to your purpose. Okay. And then positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. Inside this tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to the sources of daily nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life comes sweet, very moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, and loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. And to bring into balance is take a class. Okay. And, you know, all of these had all the elements here. We have air, water, fire, and earth. So all elements are on the board here. Okay. Let's bring this one out. These are the crystal oracle cards. So it's a lot about spirituality right now. And also, if you're feeling heavy, it's also about reconnecting to your purpose and exercising and stuff like that. All right, so we have make your dreams your big life. Okay, we also have show off your sparkle. Explore your hidden depths. So that could be your spirituality, and go all in on your essence. You know, and we'll get more into that in a bit. Let's go ahead and see what this is. One card here. Okay, we got a few. Okay, so we have protection. Shield your energy and call on support from spirit and strength here as well. So protection is obviously important here. We have energy healing. And it says physical, emotional, ancestral healing, circulate life force, cultivate joy, see the blessings, follow your bliss and positivity and openness. Way shower. Lead, don't follow. Pave a new way and embrace new possibilities. And forgiveness. Release resentment, heal the past, and see the divine in all. Alright, so what do you want us to know? So you may be, you know, as you're facing this energy that's happening right now, you may be, you know, facing things You know, your confidence is through the roof. And I think that's really important to remind you of, because, and you know, how people take that is really not any of your business. Yeah, the Hermit. You may be going within here, you know, and enlightenment, you know, you're going within, you're healing resentments, you're healing things, so you can be ready to face these things that are coming, you know, and hoping that they're healing, you know, that it's not going to be the same, because it's not the same anymore. It's totally different. It's completely different, you know, and seeing things from a different perspective, you know, making your dreams your big life. You may be dreaming, and you know, you're seeing weird creatures and stuff like that, maybe possibly in your dreams, or you're seeing mirrors, you know, you're seeing how high you really are as your spiritual growth has, you know, you're seeing yourself in others, you're seeing how powerful thing that you are, and you're seeing that you know, you're able to protect your energy, you know, you're shielding your energy, you're calling support from spirit, and you're, you know, and you are also tapping into your strength and gaining strength as well. You know, maybe you haven't felt like you were getting stronger recently, or you've been feeling weaker. Whenever I feel weak, that is a good indicator that God is with me, because if something is making me feel weak, it's a good indicator that God is around. So if you feel weak, good indicator that God is around for sure. And he'll make you stronger. He'll lift you up. But there is healing energy here, physical, emotional, and ancestral. You know, you're feeling all this healing energy. Forgiveness, you know, it is so important. And I think that's what you're really going in on here. You know, when things are happening, you are really feeling, you know, when you are triggered, you know, it's like, what can I learn from this situation? Like, what is it? You know, writing in your journal, or, you know, I think that's important to do, you know, because there's still things that trigger me, you know, for sure. And, you know, and usually I have to remember that HALT, was it hungry, angry, lonely, tired? If I'm any of those four things, I'm more likely to be inappropriate, right? Not be the way that I want to come, which is in peace, not in craziness, you know. And believe me, I get there sometimes, and then I think about it and I'm like, what the heck, that isn't even a big deal. You know, like, let's just do it. We have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know, some discontentment about, you know, I have been feeling tinges of discontentment, unsatisfaction. We've talked about this recently, within the last couple days, but it goes away. It doesn't linger like it has before. This dissatisfaction, I think that Ten of Pentacles here, there is some stability. You may be not content with your stability. There might be something that you need to write about or look at in black and white and see what's going on, you know. And you know, if you have to, write a pro-con list, you know, change your attitude on this situation, possibly. Okay. And anything else that we need to know? I am getting no. So, if this has helped anybody, I am so grateful. You may be also, as you are hermiting, you know, and you're going through whatever it is that, you know, you need to look at, you know, don't beat yourself up if you're not doing your daily regimens, you know, and you're kind of just taking it easy. Maybe you just need to. It's not mandatory to do everything all the time. You know, sometimes, you know, just taking a break is just what you need to do. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Until the next time we see each other, we will talk then. Have a nice day. Bye, guys.